Who has good memories in orchestra? Yeah.
So my favorite memory from orchestra was essentially like freshman year. I had just come to high school and I forgot my violin on the very first day we were supposed to start playing, because usually in middle school we got 2 weeks before we had to start playing, so I was like, I'm not gonna need it. And but then Mr. Buffalo, he got mad at me and he's like, this is high school, and I start crying. I not in front of him, but I go outside and I'm like, uh-oh. But yeah, that was essentially one of my favorite memories, because I was like, oh, orchestra is real.
The Gold Cup competition,
Yeah.
Even though we won, that wasn't the big part for me. It was the way that we all played. It was really it was really enjoyable. And,
I can't tell if you're serious.
It's emotional. No, I'm being serious. It made me feel like I actually love music for once.
Oh no.
No.
Disclaimer: I actually did like playing music, so.
Hey, cut that out.
We'll cut that.
Okay, I have a list of stories. So here's the first time. I think it was sophomore year. Anyways, we went bowling because it's a tradition, and so I was really bad, and then Wisconsin was like, oh hey, let's go bring Mr. Buffalo over to watch her fail again. And so then that time I was coming up to get the bowling ball, and I had it in my hands, and I went to throw the ball, but it got stuck in my fingers. And then instead of flying straight, I went 2 lanes over, got in front of another guy's ball, made it go back, and I ended up making a strike or something when I couldn't even hit any of the pins in my lane. And then Mr. Buffalo just passed out laughing. No, he didn't pass out, but he was laughing for a long time. And every time I played a chess, he would laugh at me because he would remember that scene.
Every day in orchestra is fun, so I can't really pick out an experience. So, because orchestra is baller, all right?
So it was UIL, and Claudia and I decided we wanted to go get Sonic. So they told us be there at 4, so we figured we go in at 4 and we can change and everything. So we're sitting in the parking lot just eating our Sonic, and people start crazy trying to call us, and so then we answer our phones, and Mr. Black is like, where are you guys? You have to come right now, we're starting. So Claudia and I start running, and we get inside, we're changing as fast as we can, we're all sweating, right? And so I go and I sit down, and Mr. Black comes and he sits next to me, and he's like, hey, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. He's like, were you guys,
Sophomore year, I think, we were headed to line dancing, and I'm sitting in the front of the bus with Buffalo and Black, and then somehow the song Bang Bang got brought up. I forgot which one did it, but it was Black. I think it was Black. Black started reciting Bang Bang in the manner that you would recite a Dr. Seuss book. So I like green eggs and ham, he would be Bang Bang into the room. And Buffalo was over there just dying. He couldn't speak at all.
I'll tell this one. So sophomore year, so Muskan decided to take a picture, and we were like, oh, let's make a meme out of it. It would be really funny to pull a prank on him. So we got one of those apps that turns you can make it fake Instagram posts, and so we said when a girl poses, or when you ask a girl to pose, and so we put it on the fake Instagram app, and we said that it got 3 million likes or something. And this was the same year that he got Teacher of the Year. So when we told him, he was like, oh my gosh, Teacher of the Year, and now I'm viral or something. And so nobody believed us except for him, and a bunch of the seniors that year were very skeptical, but then we told Buffy at the food truck or something, and he was like, oh, okay.
Buffalo walks in, and he starts yelling at us, and he's like, I'm just so tired of this bull that you've been giving me. all this effort that you don't give, and then so he grabs Megan Liba's bow, and he just snaps it. Right? And then all the while Austin's sitting second chair, second violin, and he's like Whoa there!
It was my junior year. It was my first all-nighter, right? So then I couldn't open my locker to get my violin case out during third period, and then I broke. I started crying, and so I walked out that door and to try to hide myself from Mr. Black so that he doesn't see me crying. So then I walk out and I see Mr. Buffalo getting out of the car. So I try to hide myself like near the door, but he sees me crying obviously, and so he takes me into his office and he's like, "It's okay, you're gonna be all right." And yeah, it was very nice.
For me, it was probably after, I believe it was freshman year solo and ensemble. I had surgery on my knee like a week before, and it was a rough time. And I went in and I played my solo, and I ended up getting a 2. And it was, I'd never gotten a 2 on a solo like ever, and it was just like a really big deal for me. And Mr. Buffalo was also really there. He encouraged me. He was like, you know, get back up, do your ensemble, you'll be fine.
I like when they roast the
Yeah,
second
no,
violin.
we're the worst, right? The second violin, this kid.
Wait, I thought viola
Thank
played
you.
second violin.
God bless. God bless America.
I don't know about that way.
I think my favorite memory of Mr. Buffalo is, I think we came back from like winter break or something, and he was like,
oh God. Mr. Buffalo, I'm not gonna be able to make a rehearsal. I'm so sorry.
Whenever I told the directors that I was sick or something happened to my sister for the concerts, it was just my parents not wanting to drive me to the concert.
Oh my god.
That's my confession.
Wow.
I have a confession. Every full orchestra last year, every single full orchestra, I would take a bathroom break for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And then I don't know if they ever noticed, but I was like, oh, my back hurts, I need a break, so I just go walk around the school for 30 minutes.
My dad freaking out about all the empty water bottles, it was mostly me.
Last year for auditions, I walked in and I hadn't practiced the audition music or anything, like not that much, not as much as I should have, you know? And so I came in and in order to procrastinate, I started asking Mr. Black some questions.
One time last year when David, he broke the cello, it was partially my fault. So everybody blamed him, but
Disgrace.
it was my fault, yeah.
How was it your fault?
What'd you do, Alan?
Alright, everyone shun Allie.
Because I pulled out my hand to get the cello and then I kind of retracted it, I don't know why.
Oh.
Alright, I got a confession. My stand partner, William Zhang, he sucks complete trash. Half the time, because he sits to the left of me, he should be a lower chair than me, so he should flip the page. But then he stares at me like he expects me to flip the page. And so we have a stare off for at least like 10 minutes straight, where none of us want to turn the page. And so we're just looking at each other. None of us know what we're playing because we don't have the page flipped over. And we're just like, flip the page, flip the page. It's actually so dumb.
I would say my most embarrassing moment was last year and during UIL, we were playing Nocturne or something, and then me and Kyle got really lost throughout the music, and we were halfway through the music whenever you guys were done, and it was just super awkward, and we were just like, oh god.
Freshman year, I was in symphony, which was one orchestra. They only had one chamber that year, so I just somehow in symphony. I don't know how to play fourth position. I don't know what's vibrato. I have no idea what's going on the whole year.
I split my pants right before UIL.
That's true.
And then that happened the second time on this last orchestra trip, so that's not too great.
I think one day, I didn't I was doing homework during lunch, so I didn't eat any lunch, but I had a private lesson after school, and I was starving. So I asked Mr. Black if he had any food, and he looked in his drawer, and all there was you know those little packets of Listerine?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's all there was in there, and he gave it to me, and then I was actually starving. So I ate it, but then it was you know how Listerine is. And then I went to go to my private lesson, but I was crying because they're just way too minty and too cool.
We were in a car wash, one of the fundraisers, Mr. Buffalo was there, and I was trying to give him fair warning that I was gonna spray him with water. And, and so I go, Mr. Buffalo, take everything you have off. So he goes, he goes, what? And so Maria was standing right next to me. She was like, shut up. So I go, why? What did I say? And then I realized, and I go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then I think I shut up for the rest of the day that day. Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing.
Don't join orchestra in the beginning.
I wish I invested into Bitcoin.
Oh, well, that's true. Douglas. If you could go back in time, what would you do?
Practice less.
You get out of the orchestra program what you put into it. So go to the parties, go to all the social events, the trips, befriend each other. Don't feel all alone or isolated, because there's other people in the classroom that'll feel like that way too. Just go up and talk to them, and then you'll find friendships that you probably better than the ones that you have now, or just as good. And also that goes with practicing too. The more you put in, the more you practice and put your hard work into it, the more it feels good to you that it all came together and it sounded great, even though we don't always like to admit it.
Like, don't do your homework during rehearsal. Like, I used to do that a lot. Like, I'd be like, and then I'd be like,
oh, Mr. Moore's class?
Yeah.
That was literally me. I was like, one hand was just playing and one hand was just writing.
Don't take AP English 4. I know you're thinking about it because you take AP English 3 and you're like, oh, this is fine. But just don't do it.
Do take English 4. Don't
take
English 4.
I like it. Is this
I like English 4.
It's fun.
I really like
And honestly, poetry is fun.
You were wrong.
Look at the similes. Look at the similes.
Alright, the clue is you're riding the blank. Blank is the phrase.
Struggle bus.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so now you guys are gonna have to figure out how to spell it.
I have a U and a T.
I have an S.
Okay, let's start with
you go. Let's start with
Okay,
me.
S, just
I
give.
have an S.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I have a G.
I also have a G.
So, who has a T?
Somebody give me a T.
Okay, use the T. So the T goes to who's to the left? Okay, Nathan, you're to my right, right?
Yes.
Okay, I have the T.
Where's your hand? There it is. Okay, I got a T.
So bad.
Meanwhile. STRUGG.
I have G.
Hey guys, GG. Where are you?
Salkath, just fix that.
2,000 years later.
No, we made it worse. So it's GGLE.
Yes.
So first figure that out.
Okay. G.
No, from my from your right to your left, it will be GGLE.
Okay, I cannot spell. Okay, I think this is an L.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Okay. Now put. Oh,
Okay, one at a time. G. This is
Put down the E for a second.
I'm hungry.
Okay, get the G. All right, put the G up. Okay, great. You have. Put the G up. Okay, so the G's are currently hooked on each other. Okay, so put. Okay, close enough. Great job. That's the end of your senior interview. Woo!
So my favorite memory of this senior class is watching the growth of them musically and just the maturity level. This particular senior class came in as freshmen in a very large program, and at that point in time we actually had chamber was all just one big class. So seeing these students grow into leadership roles over the years has been probably the greatest memory I have. And then also watching Mr. Black and the pride that he's had in seeing his daughter come through the program and her being a senior this year, I think that's been a really neat memory to be a part of.
I would say never forget that you're a musician. And a lot of people stop playing their instruments after the spring concert, and I think there's a lot of regret in that, talking to older alumni. So just remember, try to keep music in your life. No matter how busy you are, it's going to be that constant relaxing force in your life. So keep that going on.
Yeah, and I would reiterate that by saying that usually once people leave high school and then they go off into college or so, that they look at a point where they realize how much they miss orchestra, or wish, and they always say, we wish we tried harder, or wish we had made better efforts when we were in school, and how much they miss having that as part of their lives. So let that be a learning tool for you, and a lesson to know that as you experience other things, new adventures in your life, to take the opportunities to do the best you can with those, and don't take them for granted, because those things will, down the road, you will miss those things and wish you had made better efforts in other areas, not just what you wish you had done when you were in high school.
I would also say that, not related, is always never take the easy way out of things. Everything in your life, don't try to find shortcuts, because you learn from everything that you do, and the greatest rewards are when you give everything 100% instead of trying to find easy ways around, because it always comes back to get you.
Advice for underclassmen: to look at the leadership that's been before you, both the positive things and the negative things that you would see yourself leading differently next year when you step up into those roles, and realize that the successes of this program and the tradition of excellence only comes from those that are willing to step up and fill the shoes of those that have gone before them. And for us to continue to be the top orchestras in the state and in the nation, we have to have you step up into those roles and fill those spots.
Yeah, be careful of who you want to emulate. Always look for somebody that is respected by other people around them, and try to emulate what they have done, instead of following people who, look for a cheap thrill or whatever. But me? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Anyway. Eat more salads.
Eat more salads. Drink less soda. Exercise regularly.
Exercise.
No, really, in all seriousness, I think it would be to say to take care of myself first. I always put others before myself, and put my job before myself, and put my students before myself, and sometimes before my family. And not saying that my health situation was all due to that, but allowing those things to control my life. I would tell myself, prioritize yourself better, put yourself first.
I would also say that kind of work related is, we all are looking for like rewards, and we're looking for glory and everything. I think that something that taught me at the beginning of the year, when Chamber 1 was ranked second place, it was really a shock and disheartening. And I think that it's reminded not to put all your glory and rewards in first place, but what experience the journey that gave us that experience. And I think if we reflect more on what it takes to get to a certain point, that's a lot more rewarding than, number one or whatever.
I really didn't have surgery. I just wanted sympathy. No,
that was mine.
That
was mine. I was going to say, it really wasn't.
I was just looking for a way to collect a lot of gift cards, because I was really
I do have a confession that probably made me wind up in the hospital. When you bought those World's Finest chocolates in your drawer, I ate like half a box.
Oh, that's probably
the mid ones. It's kind of retribution for the Andes candies from,
That was my secret stash, and he ate it. Yeah. That's why I'm in debt, because I'm having to pay off chocolate.
I don't really have any regrets, because whatever doesn't go right, I usually learn from that. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to actually learn from mistakes, but if I would go back and try to fix things, I think it would change the outcome of a lot of other things. So don't have regrets, just learn from your experiences.
I regret putting Josh, Simon, and Aiden in the same class together in the bass section. Sometimes I regret putting David Kim in Chamber 1 as a freshman.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, what other regrets do I have? Sometimes I regret encouraging certain people to stay in orchestra for 4 years when they wanted to drop.
Wow, that was brutal.
Sorry. I'm a savage.
Be nice. Bro. Be nice, bro.
Nice. Be nice, bro. 3 words describe. I didn't even think about that question. I forgot about that one.
Chamber 1, annoying junior class.
I'm trying to think of 3 words.
Right. Chamber 2 is think they're better. But they're not. Symphony. What happened, bro? Phil 1.
I've got a really good one for symphony. Akta is graduating.
Phil 2 tries really hard.
Doesn't know B flat.
Oh, Phil 1, my favorite class. Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. Your turn.
Can I come back in and add that later? I need to think on that one because I want it to be funny, but.
Okay, we're gonna do 2 seniors. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
That was Maria Castro and Troy Inman because they're never here.
Hi, Kevin. What? Hi, Sir Kevin, His Highness, Mr. Kevin.
He's not seen.
Yeah, the Shamal.
Huh?
Shamal.
Oh.
Shyamael Wagawala.
I thought you called him Sky Mall.
Sky Mall.
Shamalama Ding Dong.
Shamalama Ding Dong. Yeah. He calls me Kevin. That's King Kevin the First.
Oh, Mr. Buffalo, can I borrow your printer? Would you let me use your printer to do the, oh, I forgot, was that due yesterday? Suck it.
Oh.
Was that good? That was kind of good. Okay.
Who can say for certain? Maybe you're still here. I feel you all around me. Your memory so clear. Deep in the stillness, I can hear you speak. You're still an inspiration. Can it be that you are mine forever, love, and you are watching over me from up above? Fly me up to where you are beyond a distant star. I wish upon tonight to see you smile, if only for a while to know you're there. A breath away is not far to where you are. Are you gently sleeping here inside my dream? And isn't faith believing all power can't be seen? As my heart holds you just one beat away, I cherish all you gave me every day. 'Cause you are mine forever, love, watching me from above. And I believe that angels breathe, and that love will live on. Who can say for certain? Maybe you're still here. I feel you all around me, your memory so clear. Deep in the stillness, I can hear you speak. You're still an inspiration. Can it be that you are mine forever, love? And you are watching over me from up above.